Hello everybody, it's Moon here, and welcome back to WolfQuest and the Crystal Pack, where we are at the rendezvous site, which, I believe it was Firebird that reminded me that we were, supposed to try a different rendezvous site this year, because of all the sickness that happened at this one. Totally forgot about that. But I think for now we're just gonna stay here. Our territory, I think part of the issue too was our territory last year was not great, so we were really struggling being this far out. And Snowdrop, I keep wanting to call her Crystal. Snowdrop was wanting to move a little further into the territory, but this year we're doing a bit better, so we might not have as rough of a time. So I think we'll stick around for now. But if we have any more issues with sickness, then she might very well want to move for the last time. I think, let's see. Our pups are a bit hungry. We don't have food down. Let's see. Do we need to go on a hunt? I think we need to go on a hunt. Can we put a little bit of food down for the pups in the meantime? We can also remove this, because we are officially at the rendezvous site, so we don't need the little tag. Okay, I'll put down all I can. They won't be able to get all fed from that, but hopefully they can get a little bit of food, and then we'll do a bit of a hunt here. Let's see. I'm not smelling anything. We might have to just head out in a direction, preferably this way, so that maybe we can do some marking. Let's go ahead. Let me do a little howl. I don't know. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get an attack as we go here, so let's go ahead. Let's set out and let's see if we can find something to eat. Okay, I think we're alright. See if we can find something to eat this way. There's not really any sense popping up, but hopefully we can find something. Aha! Elk scent. Finally, we've been going for quite a ways here. Food abundance is poor this year, so it definitely seems to be having a noticeable impact here. There's definitely a lot less activity, a lot less food to find. But hopefully we'll still be able to manage. There's definitely quite a bit of dispersal scent out in this direction, which, if food is so scarce, this might be the only herd in the area. That might be what's drawing so many wolves out here. We might have quite a bit of competition. It's definitely not a large herd, and there are definitely some dispersals here, so we'll have to be a bit careful. Watch out for them as well. But hopefully they shouldn't cause us too much issue here. Let's be careful in picking out our target. We might also want to turn them. We're heading into enemy territory. Let's see if we can get up ahead here and turn them around. We're running a little bit lower on energy here, but we're not terrible on stamina. We should still be able to get them turned here. Let's go around this water. There we go. Alright, there we go. We're going in a good direction now. Let's watch out for the moose over there. Jasper wanted to go for that one. I don't like how much health he took from that, though. It might not be the lowest health elk. The weakest elk we could go for. Let's be strategic about this. This is unforgiving, after all. We will need to be very careful what targets we choose. We're still going in a good direction for keeping them in our territory. They are starting to slow a bit and spread out. Let's try and keep to the back here so we can get a good eye on if anybody falls. Unfortunately, I do think this is a time of year that a lot of them are quite strong. So I'm not sure if we'll have any super low elk, but we can at least get them tired out. Hopefully get somebody falling here. This is not great terrain to be chasing them in. This could be a good time to get trampled. Here we go. Okay. Aha! The fall. Let's... Oh, I didn't quite have the stamina. She fell. Let's try and keep an eye on her. Oh, I'm gonna lose her in the trees. Oh boy. The stamina went down a bit more than I realized. I didn't quite get a bite on her. There's a mule deer mixed in here. Like, that's a funny looking elk. See if we can get another bite on her. She's not all that low. Somebody else fell, it sounded like, but you stayed down a little bit longer too, it seemed. Still did not get enough to see health. That's where the stamina gets really difficult, because then you can't get a read on health if you can't bite for long enough. She's stopping. Okay, she's a bit lower. She might be the best bet that we're gonna get this time of year. They are quite slow now. We have worn them out. She's still going pretty fast. The others are a lot slower, maybe because we're not directly chasing them? Oops, I don't know why I stopped myself there. She's getting quite low. Ouch. Almost. And there we go. Let's see, okay. Of course Ruby stayed home and she's the most hungry. I think I'll send somebody back and have somebody come over here. I'll probably let Jasper eat and then send him to go feed the pups. This might not last us long. Food abundance doesn't just affect the herds, it also affects how much food we can get from them. Depending on how much is left, we might just bring a meat chunk. Diamond hasn't eaten much yet, so there might not be enough left to really call somebody else. Okay, maybe we can get one more wolf fed. Let's howl first. How close are we? We're kind of far. Oops, I didn't mean to howl again. Maybe we will call both. Just in case. I don't know if they'll both be able to get filled up, but we can try. And Jasper, I will send you and Diamond home to go feed. Hopefully we can get everybody at least mostly fed. If not, maybe we can try and find a calf on the way home, but I think the calves as well are not super abundant this year. But hopefully we can still get everybody fed and taken care of. We do only have 3 pups, so we can hope that we won't have too hard of a time keeping them fed. Oh, there are bears on the way. Oh boy, I can't feed a bear too. If we can keep her from the carcass maybe, until help arrives. Maybe she won't eat any off of it and we can still have some. If we can just keep them from eating off of it. Even if we don't have the health to fight them. I think the babies ate a little bit. I couldn't quite tell, but... They're not frightened of Snowdrop, but if we can at least hold them here until backup arrives, that would be good. They're not too far off. It seems like they're traveling decently quickly. Oh, well, Ruby's here. Amethyst shouldn't be far behind. Get off the carcass. Ooh, careful, Ruby. Here comes Amethyst. Cubs are getting scared. Mama Bear is not changing her mind here. Ooh! Oh, I thought I was about to get bit. That was a fake out. She got me good. Let's get her. If we can get her after a swing, usually you don't take damage. It's a little tip for any newer players. When you're fighting bears, if they miss a big swing, you can usually get a bite in without taking any damage. See, I just dealt 9, but I didn't take any there. Cubs, get off of my carcass. Oh, look at that! They're already draining it. We're probably not going to get both fed now. The cubs keep eating off of it without me realizing. Come on, get out of here. Yeah, Amethyst is eating at least. Hey. Okay, there they go. We're good. Okay, hopefully Amethyst and Ruby can get at least some food. Even if they can't get fed all the way, they can at least get topped off here. It looks like Amethyst is getting... or no, that's... yeah, Amethyst is getting fed. Ruby's not too bad. I don't think... okay, maybe we will get everybody full here. Okay, seems like just about. It's a shame the bears got some of it. We might have been able to get them both completely full if not for the bears, but... beggars can't be choosers. I guess that doesn't... that phrase doesn't really make sense with what I meant, but you know what I mean. We got something at least, and in a year like this, we can't really expect to always have full bellies, so what we did get was a blessing enough. There's a little more territory that could use marking, but I think we need to get some sleep. It is kind of extraneous territory, so I'm not super worried about it being completely perfect. At some point I do need to try and reclaim from over here. They've got quite a little slice out of our territory there. Granted, they don't have much themselves. After all, they're not doing the greatest. They don't have a male lead as far as I can tell. So they might not be around for much longer, but still, that doesn't mean that they can just take our territory. But we'll have to be careful about it, when, especially when food is scarce. We can't really afford to be wasting too much health. We might not be able to get the food to heal after all. We'll need all the strength we can get. Alright, are the pups all fed? They're pretty much fed. Alright, let's get affinity up a bit here. Alright. And then we'll go ahead and probably get some sleep. Alright. Alright. Does smell like the elk have come a little closer. We might be able to get a hunt done today. We will definitely need food. It's definitely going to be a lot of that this year. Food being scarce, we're going to need to do a lot more hunting, which is a little unfortunate. Food doesn't go as far, which means we'll need to hunt more, but populations of prey are also... populations of prey are also lower. Oh boy. And it's not really the part of the territory that we can afford to lose. We might go deal with that first, and then see how our health is looking. I don't smell the elk. Oh, no, I do still smell elk over there. Well, I guess we'll see about that. We're not going to stay long, though. Snowdrop is already not a confrontational wolf, but this time, with the food being scarce this year especially, we're gonna need to keep our health up. So I think we're gonna try and be very careful with what we do here. There is potential for finding this maybe on our way home. In an emergency case. Or even now if we wanted to drop it off at home, but I won't spend too much time looking. But priority will be in getting to that Hex invasion. It's very likely that this is sheeprock, which I don't think we have met anybody yet, so it'll be interesting to see what they'll be like. But if not, if it's Prospect Peak, then we might have an easier time chasing them off if they're struggling as much as we think they are. But it could be sheeprock, which we don't really have a gauge on yet, so we'll see how this goes. I'll get us a little bit of extra here. I suppose in a time like this, we will need to be taking advantage of our water sources. Water does give you a little extra bonus in stamina and hunger, so it's not much, not enough to feed a pup, but could help us stay a little bit safer. Okay. Oh, and it seems like this is Prospect Peak. And F2 is here. Any male leads? No. Interesting. I'm not gonna make the first move here. If we're lucky, we won't have to fight. Nope, they're gonna make moves. Okay. This one is really scared. If we can pick them off enough to send a few running, then there's less that we have to worry about. They seem reasonably frightened. She's a little bit low. I don't seek to kill, but I will lower who's on the battlefield, I suppose. Oh, Diamond, be careful. I might send him back. Diamond, get over here. I know you want to fight F2, but I can't select him. Come here. Let me select my child so I can woof him. I don't think he's under 30, so I can... Yeah, see, I can't oh, they're leaving. Okay. That's good. What is F2's health at? She's not low enough to be worth that. Okay. They weren't too difficult to chase off there, and only Diamond got pretty low, so hopefully we should be able to go. I'll send Diamond home and then we'll see about going on a hunt. I might while we have the upper hand over them, I think I'm going to reclaim these hexes here. I won't bother with sheeprock there, but we will get back from Prospect Peak here. So that will keep our borders nice and safe. And we'll let them deal with sheeprock. It's very likely they won't come out on top of that fight, which would benefit us quite a bit. But we won't kill them ourselves just yet. Not unless we very, very much need to. Snowdrop has killed before in desperation, but it is an absolute last resort. Keep an eye on them so they don't come back in this direction. Seems like they are still heading off. We shouldn't have to worry about confronting them. In taking the time to steal back our territory, we likely won't have enough energy to go on a full hunt. We might look for a calf if we can find one, but I don't think we're gonna do a full hunt. The pups are decently fed, so I think they can handle another sleep, and then we'll probably do a hunt tomorrow, but for now, let's go ahead. We got one hex back. Let's go ahead and get get the others taken care of. Oop, I clicked the wrong button. Here we go. We did just get a fawn. I think we'll finish marking this and then we will bring this back once we have finished marking territory, and then I think we'll get some sleep. But this will be plenty enough to get the pups topped off at least. So hopefully this should be enough. I will try and do a little bit of howling here. Just to get it a little bit stronger, since our territory is a little bit weaker up in here. I want to make sure these stay fairly strong. Ruby and Amethyst really want this fawn, but I will not be stepping aside from this. Okay, I won't fill it completely, but just get it to the three bars at least. Aha! No, Ruby, no! She's gonna eat all of that. Did she finish it off? Yep. Okay, well, I was gonna have Snowdrop eat that and then bring this little pronghorn to the pups, but I guess Snowdrop will be going hungry tonight. Well, not totally hungry, but... she didn't even get enough to feed the pups, I don't think. Oh well. Taking after her father a little bit there, I guess. But it's okay. Snowdrop could never be angry at her children for eating. Aha! Another. Let's see if we can get close enough to not have somebody eat it. No, Ruby. Ooh. Oh, hollyhock. Okay, I'm gonna eat this pronghorn fawn. That gets Snowdrop at least a bit full here, and then I can bring this back. But oh boy, hollyhock is sick. That's not great. Probably from the rain. Would not be surprised. Depending on how this ends up going, that may be the deciding factor on if we continue to use the Crystal's Edge as our rendezvous site. Alright. Let's see. Here we go, pups. The adults might also try to take some of that, but hopefully you guys can get fed. We might need to take this to Hollyhock. Make sure he gets some. Here you go, buddy. I know we're tired, we can't really sit with you, but we can at least get you some food. There we go. Yeah, get fed here. Eat up. You need all the strength you can get to get through this sickness. Right. They all full. Okay. Is there a bit left on this? I will bring this over to the center, so if anybody wants to top off, they can. Also do a little bit of a rally here. Or, not a rally, but get the affinity up a bit there. And then I think we'll go ahead and we'll get some sleep. And then maybe sit with Hollyhock, depending on how hungry everybody is. Alright. I've got a terrible feeling an attack might be coming on soon. Don't sense anything yet. How hungry is everybody? The pups are fairly hungry, the adults are fairly hungry. But I really want to sit with Hollyhock. I suppose we wait for the cooldown, see if anybody wants to go ahead and head out in the meantime, we can let them, but for now I'm gonna sit with Hollyhock and hope that the others can get some food. think they're gonna go off on their own. Jasper, Ruby, and Diamond, maybe. Seems like Amethyst is content to stay. Yeah, they're gonna go off. Oh. They're changing their mind who wants to go. Seems like Diamond's gonna stay now. Maybe because of his injured leg. Should probably stay off of his leg anyways. Alright. Let's sit with Hollyhock for a bit and hope that things turn out alright. Can I put down any food at all? Oh! Oh crap, can I not pick him up? Crap! Hollyhock! Oh! Why did you have to run off? Runestone! Are they still here? Did they leave? Gosh dang it! Ah, I guess I don't have to sit with Hollyhock anymore because somebody had to run off in the middle of an attack. Oh, I should have wolfed. I knew I should have wolfed him over. He was a little far, but I didn't think I was gonna get an attack because we didn't get one when we woke up. I should have known that one was gonna come while we were sitting with him, but I didn't know what direction they were coming from. I thought they would get to Runestone before they got to the rest of us. Hollyhock was one of my favorite names, to be honest. Gosh. I knew I should have made sure they got in the grass first. It was Runestone's own fault that he ran off. I should have prioritized the pups that were here, especially with a sick pup. I didn't think they would get there so quickly, though. Usually there's a bit more warning. It takes a little bit more time before they run in. I thought I had time to grab him. Oh boy, well, I guess we better go hunt. Where did Jasper go? And Ruby. Oh, are they leaving again? They didn't stay for very long. I guess I better go catch up with them. They are heading in the right direction for an elk herd, so I guess we'll go ahead and, Why does it still have Diamond on here? Is Diamond coming? Okay, Amethyst is staying. Diamond is coming with me. Okay. Alright, you guys, let's find this herd. Oh, did you go past the scent? Okay, Buttercup. Okay. I guess we better get a hunt done now that, we don't have to worry about a sick pup. Ooh, a carcass. A bull elk carcass. Do we risk losing the trail of the elk herd? Maybe if we mark where they're at here. Just in case. And then if we can find this carcass, that might be a good way to get fed without having to waste any extra time and energy. Of course, if I can find it. Also depends on if there's predators on it and how much food is here. We shall have to see if this is going to be something worth going for, or if we'll be better off finding our own food. Or taking down our own carcass, I mean. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's anything on it, and there's quite a bit of food here. Alright, okay. This is a good find. Let's see if we can get everybody fed here. Definitely a good find, especially in times when food is scarce. This is going to be a very important blessing here. Okay. Jasper's fed. I'm gonna go ahead and howl for Amethyst, and then I'm going to send just Jasper back, because I see something over there. Coyotes might be trying to steal this. So I want to keep a couple wolves with me to make sure that we can keep this full for Amethyst here. Amethyst is on the way. Alright, hopefully we can get everybody fed here. Maybe even bring a meat chunk back and get a little extra food. We can go ahead and remove the marker as well. We don't need to hunt now. Gosh, that's so sad. Hollyhock. Hollyhock was one of my favorite names, I think. We've had some really good names across all of our packs, but I don't know why. I just kind of liked Hollyhock as a name. I do think names I generally prefer to avoid reusing names from pups. Especially pups that made it to adulthood. I think I might be willing to reuse names down the line if it was maybe a pup that didn't survive as long, and if we used it maybe in a different pack. But I do think that I'm going to prioritize new names, but don't necessarily be afraid to re-suggest names, but just keep in mind context, and maybe we probably wouldn't reuse them in the same pack recently after, especially recently after the original name, unless we had a good reason for somebody to name after somebody else. Like if anybody wanted to name, in the Aurora pack, if anybody wanted to name a child after Night or Star or one of their siblings, I would be open to reusing names and naming pups after existing wolves, but within reason. And of course I will always prioritize new names, but just wanted to throw that out there for no particular reason after I've just said that I liked the name Hollyhock. But, alright. Amethyst is getting fed, and I think we might be able to grab a meat chunk. We'll wait and make sure that Amethyst gets fully fed first, though, and I might top off Snowdrop as well. Make sure everybody's full. Alright, let's see. Not the best meat chunk, but I'll take it since we're all full anyways. Let's go ahead. That'll probably get finished off by those coyotes, but as if my pup wasn't enough for them, but we're not gonna waste our health and energy dealing with them. Snowdrop is not that vengeful of a wolf, and she knows better than to waste our resources. Not over something petty as petty as that, especially considering, I mean, that is just how life goes. The coyotes, they may seem evil to the wolves, but to the coyotes, we are just as evil. I think that is worth keeping in mind. And I think Snowdrop understands that more than some wolves do, even. Alright, we've got a meat chunk. I suppose Jasper can top back off since he fed the pups. I think they're full. Yeah, pretty much. Alright. I think I'll wait for everybody to finish off whatever they want to eat, and then I'll get some sleep. Doesn't seem like Jasper is interested in topping off. After all, he is at 100, so I suppose that makes sense. How are we in XP, by the way? Pretty even. Alright, let's go ahead and get some sleep. Alright. I do smell bear. But there is a mother and cub that have been hanging around here recently. They don't pose a threat to the pups, but still, good to be cautious. I think we're alright, though. Our territory could use some marking. We could head off in this direction maybe today. I think we're doing well on food. We might not need to do a hunt, so we can maybe focus on marking. And pups are getting bigger. I don't think they've quite hit their transitional coats yet, but they are getting close. Alright. Let's go ahead, let's do a bit of marking. Maybe make sure Pearl stays close before we leave here. And then let's go ahead and let's get some marking done. Aha. Perfect. We've just finished getting all of that marking up there done. Of course, now the rest of the territory is going to decay, but we got what we wanted marked today done at least, and now I've got a calf to bring home to the pups. In a way, I guess you could say we're bringing home the McDonald's after a long day of shopping. The pups will certainly be pleased. Alright. Here we go. The pups are getting bigger, that's for sure. Okay, did they get all they wanted? I'll let the others eat then, I guess. Alright, everybody's pretty good on hunger. Snowdrop included, so... Oh boy. And that might be sheeprock. We don't really have the stamina, but we do have the health. I think we're gonna try and check it out before we sleep real quick. Just because this is the side of the territory that we don't have as much buffer, and I do think there's some use in meeting our neighbors at least, even if we don't stay to fight for long. It would at least be good to get a look at what this pack is like. Just when I thought we might be able to go to bed fed and happy. I guess we should do a rally to get our stamina up. They're not too far now. So we'll go ahead and get a rally in here so that we have at least a little bit better of energy. Here we are. Looks like a good handful of wolves here. Any pack leaders? No pack leaders. Alright, interesting. They don't seem overly frightened. And they're going in for the attack here. Are any of them low at all? They seem like they're getting a bit frightened now. So we might be alright to handle this. Keep an eye on health though. Maybe step in to defend if we can here. Looks like at least one is already on the run. That's good for us. Get off of my child. Yeah, get him, Amethyst. Or get her, I guess. Stop it. Man, Diamond gets ganged up on a lot in these fights, it seems. Okay, there they go. So we've not met their parents yet, so we don't have quite a full look of Sheeprock yet, but so far they're alright. Oh, I think Hershey was the last of the S'mores twins that was left, and it seems like something's happened to him. That's unfortunate. At least Marshmallow is still out there somewhere with a mate. As far as we know, he's still alive, but the other two, unfortunately, no longer with us, but at least we've defended our territory from Sheeprock without too much damage here. I think we might as well, while we're here, I'll do a little howl, why not? But we might as well, while we're here, go mark this hex next door while it's also low, and then we can finally get some sleep. Now, Pearl, where do you think you're going? Seems like Ruby has the same idea. But, oh, and here's the plane. Come to watch over us as we get some sleep here. I don't think the pups need any topping off, so let's go ahead and let's get some sleep. Alright, let's see. Seems like we're all right. Can we top off the pups at all? Not really, so we will definitely need to do a hunt. I can tell we're getting close to growing pups, because they're getting quite... Oh! Their coats. They definitely have the transitional coats now. They look quite different. Pearl is a lot darker. But they are getting hungrier quite a bit quicker here, but Runestone is a lot more gray now. He was a lot more brown as a pup, a little bit more of a gray-brown color. And Pearl has gotten quite a bit... Oh, Jasper, I was looking at her. I know we can go in pup cam, but Pearl has gotten quite a bit darker, more brown. Interesting. I will be quite excited to see what coats they get when we get to growing pups here pretty soon. I don't want to linger in pup cam too long, it can be a bit dangerous, but we're getting very close. We're in late summer now. I think that is what, I think that's what sparks the transitional coat change. I don't think it's, I used to think it was weight-based when they were close to 21 pounds, but now that I've realized that there's a late summer specifically, I think that's what I think that's what sparks the transitional coats like that. But we will definitely need to do a hunt. But I think that will be what we do in the next episode. This has been a bit of a mixed episode. I think it's been mostly good. I think we've had mostly triumphs this episode, but very unfortunate about Hollyhock. I just wish that I had called Runestone closer a little earlier, so that I didn't have to run off to try and make sure he was safe and leave Hollyhock unattended. But unfortunately, that's what happens. And you can't always protect 3 pups at once, unfortunately, but like I said, it's not been all bad. We've had some good triumphs on our borders. We've been able to keep the other packs at bay without much trouble. Hopefully our luck will last, and hopefully the poor food abundance won't get us in trouble in growing pups. But until then, Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. I see coyotes. I see coyotes. Not goodbye yet. Not goodbye yet. Not goodbye yet. Okay, runestone's in the grass. Pearl! Am I gonna have to carry her the whole time? Because she's just gonna run? Ooh. Oh, she's too fast! I can't, like, stop to pick her up. No! Ooh. I can't pick her up! She's too fast! Get in the grass! Oh, Ruby, thank you. Oh my god. Runestone! Oh my gosh, when they run I can't pick them up because they won't stop running, and to pick them up you have to, like, stop. That's one of the downsides of, like, the animations in this game, is that, like, you have to, it, like, stops you to pick them up, so then if the pup is running, you can't keep up. You guys, please stay in the grass. Oh, I don't like how spread out they are, either. Gosh dang it, I'm trying to end the episode! You guys... I swear if I lose another pup to coyotes. Get out of here! They're like not even scared either. Runestone! Stay in the grass! Get out of here! I hate that coyotes take so long. I'm trying to end the episode. Middle of I was actually at the end of the outro, like, come on. Get out of here. And it makes it feel so much longer too, because I was so ready to just end the episode that it makes the attack feel 10 times longer. Oh my gosh, and it does not help that you guys were stressing me. When I say to get in the grass, you stay in the grass. You hear me? Don't you be looking cute. When I tell you to get in the grass, you get in the grass, and you stay in the grass. Alright? Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye.